Today we're going to show you how to set up your reference images before you start modeling in Blender. First, we need to start with a model sheet. I want to thank Lorenzo Sabia for letting us use his character. Please check out his work in the link below. Let's create a new layer and place it under our image. We will fill it with the same color as our image's background. Now we are going to check that our different views on this character line up. I will just be checking his feet and the top of his head. You can see this back view is a little bit short. We will fix that later. Now we will select the front facing image all the way from the top to bottom. We are going to cut and paste this selection, and it should be placed near the middle on its own layer. Hide that layer and let's go back to our original image layer. Next, do the same thing with the side view. Select it from top to bottom. Cut and paste this as well. Go ahead and hide this layer and then go back to the original image layer. Now we will do this again for the back-facing view. Select, cut, paste. Go ahead and select the layer with the original image and delete it. We should have a back, side, and front view. I'm going to lock my front view as I will be using this as my baseline. If we make the side view visible and lower the opacity, we can see the height is almost exactly the same, but we need to line it up better. I want the very top of the head in both views to be at the same place. So I will move the side view to the left just a bit. When they are lined up, turn the opacity on the side view back up to 100 and hide the layer. Now we will check the back view. Drop the opacity on the back view and try to line it up with the front by moving it to the side. We will now fix the height discrepancy we discovered earlier. So we are just going to stretch this upwards until they line up. Next, I want to crop the images to a size that all views will fit into. I don't want to crop out any part of my character, so I will adjust the opacity of my layers so that I can see them all. Hit enter to make the crop take effect. Let's start with the back view. I want to save each view separately, so I will only make the background color layer and the view I want to save layer visible. Go to File, Export, Export As. Make sure the file type is JPEG and then Save. Choose where you want to save the file and give it a name. I already had mine saved, but I will resave over the previously saved file. Let's do the same thing for the side and front views. Just remember to save the files with the appropriate names so that we can identify them when we place them into Blender. Open Blender. I like to sculpt my characters, so I will select the sculpting preset. Change from sculpting mode to object mode. We want to use the orthographic views to place our reference images, so let's change our view to the front first. Select View, Viewpoint, Front. Now select Add, Image, Reference. Select our front-facing image. Let's go to Object Data Properties. We want the image behind our model, so for depth, choose Back. We only want the image to be visible on this side of the plane, so for Side, choose Front. Uncheck Perspective in the Show In section, and rename it from Empty to Front. Click on the X in the Viewpoint shortcut, and we will be in the right orthographic view. Let's add our side image now. Add, Image, Reference. Choose the side image. This time depth will be back, but we want to see the same image from the right and left side, so choose both for side. Uncheck Perspective and rename Object from Empty to Side. Click on Y in the Viewpoint shortcut, and we are now in the back orthographic view. Again, Add, Image, Reference. Choose the back image. We want the same settings as the front image, so depth is back and side is front. Uncheck Perspective. All images are placed and it should look like a turnaround when we click the Viewpoint shortcut. Let's make sure things are lined up correctly, so select our model and scale it down to the size of the head. Move it into position. Switch to the side view and move the model forward into position. When we switch to the back orthographic view, we see the object is not in the correct position. This time, to fix this, we need to move the reference image instead. Select the reference image, which we forgot to rename. Rename it to back and slide it over into the correct position. Now everything is ready to start modeling. Select our model and begin making our character. Well done. Now, let's go make something.